Alright, hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to Hollow Knight. So, sorry for missing an episode yesterday. I tried taking this game off of the public beta, to see if I could do the, Trial of Fools. And it turns out that I actually screwed up the game real bad, and I had to, like, fiddle with it until it decided to behave. I don't know how to describe it beyond that. It was not a, pleasant experience, and I'm not entirely sure if we're going to be able to complete the Trial of Fools for quite some time. Which sucks, but, I mean, luckily it's just the Hunter's Journal and, like, a little bit more. Anyway, so, I've kind of alluded to this a couple of times. We still have one last thing to do. Probably actually should have put on one of the compass charms here, just so we'd have, like, a sense of where to go and what to do. But that's okay. Alright, so we're here. I guess we want to just head straight right. Yeah, they got him. Well, it makes my life easier. Okay, I guess I could have done a quick slash build, but that would have been kind of hard to pull here. Okay, I'm getting better at clearing these things. Oh shoot, am I gonna have to get past the big stompy dudes? Hope not. Ah! He got a little bit more distance than I was expecting there. Okay, let's see. So we actually do want to go this direction. Makes this, not that inconvenient. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure where this thing is. What? Oh. Ah! I'm in the right spot, right? Man, I don't even remember where this is. Unfortunately, this area is a bit hard to navigate. So, bear with me as I try and figure it out. Because, like, there's whole areas all over the place here that I just do not know how to go through. See, this had the stompy dude. Can I go up here? No. I don't remember. There was the big stompy dude. Maybe he stopped here. Oh, this was for a worm thing. Okay, so we're in the right area. We just gotta not screw up here. I'm screwing up left and right. Well, that's okay. Yeah, I can just heal this. I could have let Hive Blood heal the damage, but there's kind of no point. There we go. Yeah, I think, yeah, you're supposed to drop down from the top there. Oh, that's where he is. Okay. Yeah, sorry. Just trying to remember Okay, everything without getting totally... I hate those. I hate those leaper guys. This is... That's not bad, it's just wildly inconvenient. I never really hung around... I never really hung around this area as much as I probably could have or should have. And so it's kind of, screwed with... Maybe not my perception of, like, things, but, like, I'm not used to fighting these guys as much as I probably should. Then again, they're just wildly inconvenient. They've got tons of HP. And they're just not fun to fight. Okay, so we want to go, like, down and to the right-ish? I don't exactly remember. It's so weird that this guy is one of the leaper dudes, but with clothing on. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure... I'm not entirely sure what we're looking for around here. All I know is it's in this general area. And we have to drop down to get to it. Unless oh. Wait, am I? Huh. Okay, let me check my map for a moment. I might actually be in the wrong spot for this. Let's check the map. No, it looks like I'm in the right spot. Okay. So it's just somewhere around here. Ish. Let's see. Maybe it's like just over here or something? I know it has something to do with these, like... Nope, it's not there. Okay. Yeah, I'm just in the wrong spot here. Actually, I could bench warp, but bench warping's kind of no good right now. Okay, I'm just gonna hang out in this little safe spot and I'm gonna figure out exactly where this is supposed to be. So it turns out there's actually a secret here that I didn't know about. I'm not entirely sure how I want to fight this guy. Come on. Can you tell I'm not a particularly big fan of this area? Okay. There we go. Okay, so he's done. Now, apparently it's somewhere over in this corner. Assuming I'm in the right spot. I think I am. There we go. Okay, yeah, here it is. There's a little breakable wall that I didn't even know was there. Okay. So we're on the right track. I don't have enough juice. Well, we've already broken one, and I think the little hoppy guys respawn. Yeah, they do. Okay. Not a fan of them, but they're worth a decent amount of soul. So I'm just gonna beat the tar out of them as I go by. Was there? No, it was just these guys. We're injured, but I don't think there's too much around here. Okay, well, let's take a look. It's interesting how many secrets there are that I just haven't found yet in this game. And how many more there are going to be over the course of all of this. I know there's got to be yeah, there's another shaky spot right here. There we go. Okay, I think it's right here. Yep, this is it. We speak the path of the Master Herald, he who would signal an age's end. Spawn of self, their minds unite. Aside the source of acid blight, aglow in darkest winding depths, winds all howl above fossil stone steps. Monarch flies in air sit still, to root's domain and snail once shrill. Path of worm at new lands entered, their journey's end, the kingdom ventured. Okay, so that starts the side quest. Take a look around for a moment. Doesn't look like we've got any other little, like, hidden paths along the side here. I just wanted to double check because, you know, it kind of just dumped us down. Okay, it doesn't look like it. Okay, let's finish this off and let's start looking for Mr. Mushroom. Yeah, there's nothing else here. Oh. I'm glad that it gives us just enough soul power that we can keep going. Hello. Okay, this place got creepier. So is there anything else around here? Nope. I just gotta check. Because yeah, I've never been here before. I didn't even know this place existed. I know there's a couple other places like this in the game. We just have to keep looking for them. Holy mother of Geo. Looks really funky. Yeah, it's still dumping Geo. Is it just infinite, or does it give up after a certain point? I have no idea. I'm curious. I mean, I don't need the Geo anyway. Okay, there it breaks. I wonder if breaking that is technically the bad thing to do. I have no idea. So do we just climb out of here? Because if that's the case, I kind of want to bench warp. The only problem is apparently bench warping missed us a cutscene. Like, a semi-important one, too, which I feel kind of bad about. I wonder if I could actually, I wonder if there's some kind of, like, debug command to, like, de-trigger every cutscene in the game. Just to make them, respawn. Probably not. Be cool, though. Well, that's okay. Let me think. It's like I'm trying to decide what do we do now, because we've got this. Yeah, okay. So it looks like we're done here. So I'm gonna bench warp back. I'm not entirely sure where Mr. Mushroom is, but I know he doesn't spawn, or like his the places that he hangs out are not. I think there's one in Kingdom's Edge, but they're nowhere close to that. Let's see, where is Mr. Mushroom in this area? Oh, yeah, he's nowhere nearby. But that's spawn location number 2. Where's number 1? Do we have to get all of them? I have no idea. Technically, there's a guide very specifically for, where to find all of the Mr. Mushroom things. Technically, I could look for them on my own. I mean, that thing back there... yeah. Let's see, so the first one is fungal wastes. Yeah? No, it looks like they're just completely random. Okay. So he just spawns everywhere. Okay. Well, I guess in that case, let's get the one near Kingdom's Edge first. Seeing as we're closest to that. I assume he spawns in every location? Until you make a move. I guess let's go find out. Because I don't know if there's a specific order that we have to worry about. Well, it's worth it for science. Or other things, I don't know. Just wish I could speed through some of this a little bit faster. Like, it'd be nice if once you beat the game you actually get, like, a charm that just doubles your speed. Oh, that would be such a blessing. Or a huge problem. I'm not entirely sure. Because, like, I bet if I doubled my speed, I'd probably just get my butt kicked. Okay, so we don't want to go this way. We want to get past all the bees and the whatnots. I feel bad for hitting them, but we need some extra soul. Okay, so it's just down from here. A little bit further. Okay, not here. Not here. Here? Or did we already... We might have already talked to him here. Well, shoot, if that's the case, I don't know where he's gonna be. Okay. Well, it doesn't look like he's here, so I'm just gonna bench warp back, and we'll keep looking for him. Maybe we'll go to the number 1 spot on the map I've got here. Because, yeah, I don't know if you actually have to do these things in order or not. But it's probably a good idea if I actually try. Luckily, he spawns for the most part pretty close to a number of not a number of benches, but a number of easy to reach locations. Fortunately, whenever I launch this game, I'm not immediately playing it. Like when I launch it, I'm usually just like sitting around for a moment, just you know, warming up a bit. And I usually start and stop my recordings in Stagway stations. And so whenever I'm like starting a recording session, I'm just listening to just constantly, and it's just to some degree I'm like, I'm gonna miss this game. I'm gonna be glad it's over and done with, if only because wow, this game was a hell of a lot longer than I expected. That said, this is quite possibly one of the most positive gaming experiences I've ever had. I mean, there were definitely some ups and downs. There were definitely some points where I just was very, very frustrated with this game. But for the most part, it's actually... Okay, yep. We're in the right spot. For the most part, I've been just very happy with this. Worms pull bugs into their thrall, till ages pass and kingdoms fall. Caps and shells may fall to dust, but Mr. Mushroom readjusts. It's nice that you were able to help your friend. So, you're not hungry anymore. Yes, that was quite the appetite. I was impressed. Still, we all move on sooner or later. To greater things, perhaps. So much can be achieved in such a short time. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so that's number 2. Yeah, so I guess we already found him in that number 1 location. Or that other location. I have no idea. Or did we not? We found him before, but maybe I just never talked to him. I have no idea. Well, my guide says go, I think go to Kingdom's Edge next. I'm gonna double check. I just want to do this in the right order. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I found Isma's Grove. So the second location that I went to, or the first place I went to is actually the second place we're supposed to go. And we have to do this in order. Oh, right. Went to the wrong one. I'm mystified that she's still there. I was expecting her to move. All the other NPCs in this game, you know, actively move around and stuff like that. And she doesn't. I guess a couple other ones stay static, but, you know, I was expecting, you know, her to do something. Maybe she matters more later on. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so I know where Isma's Grove is, and I know where Mr. Mushroom is, and it looks like you do have to do them in the exact, you know, proper order. It doesn't work out of sequence, which is totally fine by me, because that means we can just quickly rush through. I've gotten pretty good at hitting the explodey bats. You'd think they'd give more money, but I guess, maybe that'd be a reason to, like, you'd be able to farm a little bit too much if that was the case. I always hit him on the way down. And him. Not that it really matters. Okay. No, they don't even do damage to me. Huh. That's kind of neat. I always forget the bees are, like, totally harmless. Yep, here he is. The bees are totally harmless if you've got the Hive Blood charm equipped. I'm just scatterbrained today. It doesn't help that, like, there's the sound effect for Mr. Mushroom, which is super confusing. Shouldn't trust the eye they gave you. Rely on your own instincts. If you've got a keen nose, use it. And while you're hunting for secrets, beware those that are hunting you. Oh, excuse me. Okay, well, there's location number 2. Let's bench warp back because none of them are nearby each other. Okay, so next... okay, so the first one was Spawn of Self, Their Minds Unite. So that was Fungal Waste. Second one was aside the source of Acid Blight. So that's next to Isma's Grove. Kind of confusing, though, because it's actually in Kingdom's Edge, but whatever. A Glow in Darkness, Winding Depths. Glowing Mushrooms and Deep Nest. So we gotta head for the Deep Nest. Somewhere deep in. Man, how do I get through? I like Deep Nest. Well, I don't really like Deep Nest because there's no, there's like one fast travel point in it, and it is not in a convenient location. Yeah, seriously, how do I get here in the fastest possible way? Okay, well, I'm gonna have to turn on the compass for this. It's gonna make my life so much easier if I actually have the ability to see where I am. And it's gonna be a lot easier to show you guys, especially if you guys are following along and trying to do this yourself, or if somebody shows up later and is like, okay, so we have Long Nail and Market Pride. I'm gonna just turn on Wayward Compass and, geez, what do I have that's like a single cost? I always left Gathering Swarm on. I guess we could do... Let's do Defender's Crest. It's not that useful, but it might keep some of the basic enemies off me. Okay, oh, right, we're not done yet. We want to go to Queen Station. bugs me a little bit that there's Queen's Station, King's Station, and Queen's Gardens. Mainly the Queen's Station and Gardens. Just because sometimes when I'm looking at the list, I just have to stop for a moment and be like, alright, so which one am I going to again? Like, I know it's like super obvious, but it's just the small things that give me pause. I'm sure this episode has been, a good means of, like, showing off my brain just farting all over the place, which is disgusting, to think about in some way. Sorry. I'm thinking really literally here. Like I said, crazy distracted. But I get really distracted and confused and, like, out of sorts occasionally. And this is definitely one of those days. Okay. So Mr. Mushroom is here, so we gotta go the other way around. I should actually... Was the quick dream nail thing? Huh. You know, that would have been a good idea, actually. I don't remember if the quick dream nail thing is cheap or not. Because if it was actually relatively inexpensive, I probably should have actually equipped that instead. Oh well. I was expecting killing the traders would get rid of the thorns, but it looks like that's not the case. I guess they would have had to do a lot more level assets, if it did work that way. Okay, luckily getting into Deep Nest is a lot easier than getting out of it. Still sucks, though. Okay, so where am I? I want to go to the right. It also helps having hive blood, because then I don't have to... Then I don't have to worry about, like, anything. It's just like, oh, you took damage. Oh, well. Okay, yeah, we want to go straight down. It's been a while since I've been into Deep Nest, so it's a little bit discombobulating. I should probably also read... There was a comment a while back telling me about, like, a secret location in here that I should probably check out. Let's find Mr. Mushroom, and then I'll go looking for it. Okay, so we want to kind of go up and over. Luckily, I think that's it for the giant centipedes, so we don't have to worry about them again. Oh, but there's, like, the weird spawning things. Ah, whatever, they're not... I mean, honestly, as a whole, they're significantly less threatening now that I've boosted my damage so significantly. Would have been cool if you could actually, like, repair the failed tramway or something like that. Ah. I don't know. I'd love to play a game like this at some point where you've got this, like, ruined kingdom, and as you, like, complete levels and stuff like that, it slowly... Oh. Huh. I never got this one. It slowly, like... opens... Well, not opens up, but, like, cleans up. Like, you know, people start moving back in, and, like... It's very obvious that, like, you're kind of bringing life back to things. And here he is. The dead can't make us of... the dead can't make use of wealth in any case. What would they spend it on? Yes, a big brood like that. They need food, and shelter, and toys. If you keep some for yourself, well, I think you deserve it. Yes. Oh, excuse me. So, probably talking about all the centipedes that live in this general area. Probably not a good reason why I should be hitting those, but still. I wonder if you were really careful if you could get, like, a butt-ton of temp HP. And, then go off and fight the boss. It's mildly tempting to try it, but it would be really inconvenient to do. Okay, so the next Mr. Mushroom location's up in the Howling Cliffs. Should be pretty easy to get to. I'm so glad we got this stag nest, before coming back here. Dude, it would have been a trip. I don't know if it would have been possible, but it would have been a serious, like, nonsense trip to, get this stag nest, go all the way up here, take this elevator up, come out here and been like, oh, I can go back to the beginning. But instead I found secrets instead, and that's acceptable too. Okay, so I'm just gonna it's somewhere around here. I just don't exactly know where. Let's see. So we're up in the Howling Cliffs, eh? Oh, nope, that's the Crystal Caves. Okay. Oh, he's in with Nailmaster Mado. So he's gonna be like directly in here. Yeah? Yeah. Actually, do we have the... What? Oh. I forgot about that dude in his, like, little secret location. Oh, this is not a shortcut like I had originally thought. Okay, here's where we go. Or is he down with, No, he... Huh. Okay. Oh, so he's alive then. I still haven't forgotten what he owes me, and I never will. Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't bother you with such things. Okay. The lore for him is interesting. Okay, anyway, apparently Mr. Mushroom is just hanging out in here. What was called a hero in its moment may be called something very different after a time has passed. The crimes and triumphs of our predecessors echo around all of us, don't they? The chains of fate that bind us all together, do you really want to break them? Oh, excuse me. Okay, so this next location for Mr. Mushroom is really inconvenient. Monarch Wings is where we got our double jump. So we gotta go all the way back into the ancient basin here. It's not the end of the world, but it is time consuming making this trip. I really wish they had actually I really wish they had put a stagway down there. It even looks like, judging by the map, it looks like they meant to put one in there, and then I guess they just never found a spot for it? I don't entirely know. But that is like one of my biggest complaints, is that there's this whole like huge section of this map that is not properly accessible via any convenient fast travel locations. It makes sense within, like, lore and setting and whatever to not have well, no, actually, it would have made sense if there was a stagway really close to the White Palace. Because, I mean, isn't that supposed to be the seat of your government? You don't have a way to get there quick? I don't know. Minor complaint, but it would have saved me quite a lot of time over the course of this series if I had like an easy way to get in and out of the ancient basin or deep nest. Like technically, yeah, there's where the spider is, but like, can I just crystal dash across? Huh, that actually does damage. Ow. Well, this ain't going great. I don't really know why I'm killing all of these guys. Revenge? Obstinance? Mostly obstinance. Okay, whatever, we're fine. Not like these guys are dangerous, it's just time consuming. Oh, right, we want to go down this direction. That's a long way to get in here. And this is why I bench warp. I don't know. I'm kind of at odds with myself on that one. I feel like this game should probably have included bench warping as like a legitimate, mechanic. You know, effectively Homeward Bones. I guess. Yeah, if you could actually just Homeward Bone by pressing, like, down on the D-pad or something like that. And, like, every once in a while it would be like, nope, you can't do that. There's something important you still have to do. I'd be, like, super down with that. That'd be really nice. No dice, though. Doesn't matter too much. Oh, right, I've got the mushroom thing on. No, if I remember right, Monarch Wings altar. I think the Monarch Wings altar is we keep going this direction. We don't go down because that's where the Moleks are. That's where the broken vessel is. It's interesting that the broken vessel is like a adolescent version of what we are. Well, if things are getting too dangerous down there, maybe it's time to take a break. Come back up and spend some time hunting, or gathering, or wandering aimlessly. Not too much longer now. Oh, excuse me. It's interesting how much Mr. Mushroom seems to kind of know about the situation. Unfortunately, finding him this early means... or this late in the game means, like, his dialogue is kind of weirdly out of place. And I'm not entirely sure why. Okay, so the next couple are way easier to reach locations. Or, sort of. I know where they are. So one's in Fog Canyon. Okay, that's maybe a bit of a pain to get to. And then the last one's the easiest. How do we get into Fog Canyon? The easy way. I don't know. Let's go through the Queen's Gardens mainly just because I don't like dealing with the jellyfish. They're too it's too slow of a process trying to get past them all. So if we go into the Queen's Gardens, we can go up, over, and around, and we should be able to finish it off. Now, I said I'd be getting the shoot, the secret ending. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have enough time for it. Hunting down all of the Mr. Mushrooms is time-consuming, to say the least. I mean, I guess I could actually, do the Radiance fight, commentary-free. Yep. And just skip to the end. That might not be a bad idea, or just post-comment, I don't know. I just know, like, this episode's already going to be, like, what is it, half an hour long? And I try to keep them relatively short in comparison. I guess if I cut out a lot of the travel times, we would have been totally fine. Okay, so we want to go over and up into the Fog Canyon from here. Oh, that was lucky. I love this zone. This zone and the other zone, they just feel so good in comparison to, like, all the other ones, just in terms of, like, sheer beauty and whatnot. Okay, and I've totally bypassed it. Oh, it's up here with these platforms. That's how we get up. Okay. Here we go. I haven't seen her, no. I'm sure you'll remember where you left her eventually. Trust the moon or yourself, or trust her. You need to trust something. That's my point. Hmm? No, not him. No, absolutely not. Oh, excuse me. Alright. That was different. Oh, the traitor. Probably. And maybe Cloth? Yeah, that's probably who he was referring to. At first I thought he was referring to, like, Hornet or something, but that didn't make sense. Because Hornet only shows up in, like, what, 3 spots in the entire game? Makes way more sense that he's talking about Cloth. Okay, so the last one's the easiest one to get. Okay. Last one, we just go back to Dirtmouth 4? Yeah, I think I can make the jumps up. Either that or we can actually head over to Crystal Peak and take the easy way over. Let's just make the jump so everybody's kind of on the same page. Okay, so to get to the last Mr. Mushroom location, oh yeah, this is easy. For whatever reason, I thought that had, like, much more of a lip. Anyway, yeah. Unfortunately, there's no shortcuts to get through here. It's not quick. I think we have to go down first. Huh. No, this is the right way, isn't it? No, we want to go... I forget. It's been a while since we were down here. I'd swear this is like, this is where you get Fury of the Fallen, or maybe this is what you are supposed to do. I don't remember. Whatever. It's one way out of here. Oh yeah, I've never dream nailed this thing. Eat, win. Okay, so it's the exact same. I guess it's a mature version of the other thing. I don't think I'm gonna be able to hit the flyers particularly easily, though. Anyway. And the last Mr. Mushroom location is the very start of the game. Oddly enough. It's not by tools that you'll triumph. It's through your smarts, your speed, your determination. Oh, I see. So you've been following me around then. I hope my travels haven't confused your own, distracted you. Then again, a meandered journey still has meaning. It is, after all, from a journey that we find our purpose. Though a stop is more than just a stop. And if those stops can't be lovely things, wouldn't you say? Transcended plateaus, disty sandy lands, vast ancient kingdoms. Yours was not the first, nor will it be the last. But it's a unique and special thing nonetheless. Now, with my duties here finished, it's time I made a graceful departure. Till next time, my friend. 'Tis a long road we tread, but a joyous one. Yep. Until our paths cross again. So there goes Mr. Mushroom. I would love it if Team Cherry makes like other games and Mr. Mushroom shows back up as like a secret little bonus thing. Anyway, I could walk out of here, but I'm just gonna bench warp as always. And we have to go fight the Radiance again. Which takes a number of tries. Luckily, fighting, this is the last time I'll have to fight the Radiance. Yeah, let's get it all done as part of this episode. I'm not gonna show the whole process. We've already fought the Radiance properly, and this way I can relax and, you know, kind of rest my mouth while we try and kick its ass for a second time. Yeah, what I could have done really was do this beforehand, but I didn't. Like, you can do the whole Mr. Mushroom thing before you fight the Radiance the first time around. And, you know, beat it. It's just, to me, I felt like that would be really weird. I didn't want to have the secret ending take away from the real one, if that makes sense. I respect this game quite a lot, and as much as I like to, like, go for the cheesy, funny endings, this is actually one of the few games where I don't want to do that, generally. It just feels wrong to me, I guess. Anyway, so, guess I'll see you guys in a moment. Alright, I'm gonna postcom this just because this is actually... I originally decided to not, you know, record any of this as a, or, you know, not do commentary for this so I could focus and get the boss done real quick. Because I really didn't feel like, refighting him over and over and over again while trying to do commentary. I already did that once and, you know, so on and so forth. I don't know, it's one of those where this game is just difficult enough that I kind of prefer to be able to focus and... deal with it in any way I can. Anyway, I figured I'd make mention of this just because this is probably the best fight in this entire game that I've ever managed to do. Like, nearly flawless. I pretty much... I must have taken a hit somewhere on the Hollow Knight himself, but, like, it was not much. Anyway, Radiance time. I'm not as flawless with the Radiance, but, I kick his ass. And this is just me with my regular adventuring build. Like, I don't have anything special. I don't even have quick focus on this time around. I just kind of ate the damage and just accepted it when I took it and tried not to take any hits, mitigating it. Didn't work so hot. But, like, once you get to this phase where the spikes are on both sides, you're pretty much safe. It's a great time for healing. And then once you get up to the platform section, I mean, this is, like, comically easy. Like, you'd think the platforms and not having a, like, totally safe place to just hang out on would be a bad idea, but it actually makes it a heck of a lot easier to get around the spikes and so on and so forth. Alright, here we are, and that was flawless. I mean, obviously I took some hits, but like, I was not expecting that Radiance fight to be nearly as easy as it was. I guess really once you know his patterns and you know everything else about him, he's not so bad. Anyway, let's kick his ass. This is the last time I'll ever have to fight this guy, probably. Which is kind of super neat. might also see if I can find that, like if I missed any cutscenes or conversations, and see if I can edit them into, like, a compilation video at the end of this. Anyway, so, same ending as usual, with one minor exception. Let's see if you guys can spot it. It's, not subtle. To be continued. I don't know. That makes me smile. I feel bad that I had that spoiled for me. I was trying to figure out like endgame stuff in a Radiance guide, and then that popped up. So I'd already seen that one before, but it never loses its magic. Unfortunately, I actually thought I'd missed it at first. I thought that it actually continued after the regular credits, but no, it actually turns out that it's a it's a post-credit scene, but boy, it faked me out. I had like a moment there where I was just like, oh shit, am I gonna have to do something else and then refight the Radiance? I mean, not that it was actually particularly difficult this time around, but still. Anyway, nope. That's not the case. We actually managed to get the secret bonus ending as well. So I guess with that, that's the passing of an age, and that's Mr. Mushroom. So I guess I'll see you guys in the next episode of Hollow Knight. I gotta figure it out. We got a couple of little secrets to go hunting for, a couple of things we've missed, and the Trial of Fools, which I don't think has been fixed yet, which kind of sucks. So it might be a bit sporadic while we wait for things to happen and get fixed. I might also just have to load it up on a completely different computer and see if that works too, which might not be a bad solution. I'll look into it. Either way, though, this is a hell of a lot of fun. And that's it for all of the Hollow Knight endings, up until they add more content to the game. So I guess with that, thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time.